Okay, kids. And we're live. So who's the first one? Babe, who's gonna be the first one?
Are we live?
Live.
I know it, baby.
Evelyn. What's up, Evelyn? Evelyn.
I know it, baby. Okay, let's go watch this. I know, let's go watch it. I know it.
Erica just got home, so the guys are going a little crazy right now. What's up? How's everybody's Tuesday? Anybody going up? Yeah, Erica just got home. She had to go run some errands. What's up, y'all? What's up? Alright, so let me get rid of that. Karen's going to the summit. What's up, Karen? She's like, I'm going to the summit, y'all. Let me make this a little bit smaller here so I can read y'all's comments. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just going to be doing some, I'll be using the Molotow Chrome today. We got a lot of people, what's up JJ? We got a lot of people asking from our Stone Coat Countertops post about the chrome that we use, so I thought I'd use it today and do a skull like the ones I did in gold, but now in chrome. Stay tuned. Taco Tuesday? I forgot it was Taco Tuesday. So, we're going to use some chrome. I think she thought that she left ours. Well, she actually did. We did. We left our chrome at, let's see here. We'll just put this one up just for now so y'all can see my face. We left our chrome at in Miami. We left our pedal in Miami. Got to get Aaron's people to send us that stuff. I like that. I like that pedal. It saves the switch on our heat guns. But I did take my Dremel. This is a little sloppy. I'll show you here in a second. I took the Dremel and just kind of carved out around the switch on this heat gun. See if you can see it on here. Can you guys see that? It's a little sloppy, but it doesn't touch anywhere. So if you get a little resin on your hands, it's not touching any of this, so it doesn't stick it to the actual handle. I probably could have got a little bit better Dremel thing, but all I had was kind of a wheel, and it's really difficult to hold a big Dremel. I'd like to get one of those extensions, a small one, to do some engraving. I'd love to do some engraving, but it would probably make it a little more cleaner, but it works. No biggie. No biggie, y'all. Ooh, the chair is a little unstable. Alright. You guys, has anybody had these? These are pretty good. I mean, when I say pretty good, they're really good. Special K pastry crisps, strawberry. They're good. Ocean, what's up? Ocean, I can't wait to use, here, I'll show you guys what Ocean got. I'm gonna say me. Where's that? Got a, what are these called? A cold bottle? I think they were called Yetis, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is mine. We got one on the cruise, and they work. These things work pretty well. Put some sippy in there. What you think about that? Yeah. Oh, here, I'm gonna show you shot glasses too. Like already one is being used. Look how fun. We're running out of space. It looks like we already used one. I didn't notice that. What you gonna do? It's fun. Nice little shot glass holder. Lots of fun, everybody. That was from Ocean, y'all. Thank you, Ocean. You rock. I love having a little bit of Hawaii in the house. Terry Wilson, what did you say? Let's see here. Are you going to design a hat you wear? A lot of hats. We have a hat. I'd like to tweak it a little. If we have hats on the website for guys and girls, Artists Till Death, it's like a license plate. Aloha. Alright, so let's get to this skull. All I'm going to do is just put some, I don't like to use the paper cups with this stuff because it soaks into the paper and I think you waste it. So I'm just going to put some in this plastic cup. Hopefully it doesn't eat it. It's not spray paint, so I think you should be alright. So I wouldn't put that Molotow, I'm sorry, the Montana Gold in this. I'm pretty sure it would eat it. So if you have that Montana liquid gold, don't put it in a plastic cup, or you will have a perfect little cutout circle on your desk, and then gold will go everywhere. I've been shaking this up for a minute. If you guys haven't seen this Molotow, look at this. How crazy is that? That is some good right there. JJ's wearing his hat right now. I hope this doesn't dry up fast. We'll find out. Alright, so the way I did the last one, let me get my Lazy Susan. I like to use the Lazy Susan on these so that I can turn it easily, get comfortable. You know, you're doing something and you want to move it, and so you're not sitting there possibly spilling paint on it or getting fingerprints, so you can kind of move it, draw, move it, draw. So it's a lot of fun, a little easier to get to. Margot, I will give Erica a hug when she gets inside, maybe. I probably will because it's pretty hot today. But then again, she's pretty hot every day. All right, first off, thanks for joining. I know it's early Tuesday, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Hit that subscribe button. What would it be? Right there. Doink, doink, doink. And then if you want to purchase any of the things I used today besides the paintbrushes, I'm sure it's down in the description box below. Hit that like button, share it. If you hit the thumbs down, please let us know why. And let's start doing some skull stuff. I kind of want to do it the way, here, I'll show you the last one I did. I can't show you the first one I did because it's sold. And I believe this one is sold, but this is a little smaller, but this one is in gold. And this is a lot of fun. I had fun with this one. I think I'm going to put, what do you call it over it? A flood coat of resin. And if you can't tell, this is more of a dark turquoise on here. I'm not sure if it is sold for sure. The owner or the curator over at Art Company said that she wanted it, but I'm not sure. Let me check my phone or it's going to keep going off. It might be B. Nope. Anybody today not going to have time to swing by. Aaron, I don't have stuff on file. All right, so I think I want to do this. You see, this is a little more, more liney work. I think I want to do this one more swirlies, almost kind of like hair, maybe like curly hair. And I might get out the airbrush. I'm not sure. Depends on how this is going to look. And I would have this over the top, y'all, but let me see if I can show you guys. Our ceilings are super high, and I have these, look at the lights. They're shining directly on my area. And I have a ceiling fan right above me, so I have to move that ceiling fan just right so that the shadows don't hit. And then from this camera and that camera and this camera, I get a lot of shadows, as you can see here. Or else I would have this right above. Unless you guys don't mind that, I can just keep it right above it. Hold on, let me get, what do y'all think? Would you prefer it? Hold on. You guys, this arm is so amazing. I know it's a lot of movement. I apologize. That's quite a bit of shadow, isn't it? Can you guys see that? I have this one over here so you can kind of get a up close. I'll do it for now and then we'll see what you guys think. I'll move it so the shadow doesn't get in the way. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
There he is.
All right. I think I'm going to start with the top. And I just want to do a lot of from thin to thick, almost curly cues. And then maybe make it look like it goes over that. I don't know. Let me I don't know how this is gonna work. Is that too many shadows, y'all? We've got to get these lights turned like to the just at least a little bit that way.
Okay.
I don't know how. These our ceilings are like 15 feet tall. I mean it's very high ceiling, so we have to have the work order, put a work order in to get these ceilings checked out, or the lights turned. All right. How do I want to do this? It's always funny. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little practice first, okay? That's what I need to do. I don't know why I don't do this every time. I always forget. I'm going to do a little spray paint. Turn off. That back here. Hold on a second, I'm going to paint this piece real quick black so I can do a little bit of practicing first. I don't know how long this is going to take to dry, so. Oh, she's got the pieces she did from yesterday, y'all.
A lot of times I feel like red pieces are a little bit abrasive. I don't know. But I really like this one. Then here's the other one. That glitter glass just makes it look like when you look at the ocean and it's like just...
Yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn. Love them.
That's another thing I love about using paintbrush with, like, I had stuff painted on this one and you could see where the paint was. I love that. It feels dry. I don't know if it's that dry, but we will figure it out. Let's start with the small brush. See how that'll do. Are you gonna have a fire sale soon?
Oh my goodness, yes. Need to plan that. Middle of the month, let's do it like...
How much are you planning on? Sell what? Oh, she wants to know, Jamie wants to know. Oh, Jasmine, I'm sorry.
What's the question?
Yeah, Judy, she did that yesterday. She did it last night, so just check out yesterday's live. Beautiful. I watched the video from yesterday's last night. Those are gorgeous. How much are you planning on selling them for? Alright, so I'm just going to use a, what is this? A round? Say again? The 15 inch? Oh, there's an echo. How How's that? That normally works.
If anybody wants one of these before they go on fire sale, shoot us a text.
Yeah, shoot us a text if you'd like to purchase those two pieces that she showed. I think she said $150 for the 15-inch. I'm not sure.
Number is 214-402-9993.
Alright. Have I painted with this silver yet? I don't think I've painted on black with this silver yet. And it is amazing. It's funny because for some reason when I was doing the other one, it looked like I was painting hair at one point. So I thought that would be fun just to try to... Look at that, you guys. That's like Terminator chrome. Look, you can see the camera in it. Echo, echo, echo. I'm glad I started doing this. I don't know why I don't do this in the first place. This brush is all right. I don't know. Very smooth, this paint. I wish this would come to a smoother point though. Thanks, JJ. How do we clean this? Have we ever tried to clean a brush with this chrome on it?
Acetone, maybe?
Huh?
Maybe acetone?
I don't think we have acetone. We have like alcohol and paint thinner.
You can try paint thinner.
I think alcohol will do fine. I'm not sure. Tara Wilson, it's Molotow Liquid Chrome.
I've got it linked.
We've got it linked in the description box below.
Just click Amazon.
Just click on the Amazon account and then you can search it.
Full list of what we use.
There you go. It looks like an upside down W, but it's an M. Probably paint thinner. Judy, thank you. I hope my hat's not getting in the way. Oh, and if you were talking about this hat, this is a sticker. I keep forgetting I put this on here, and it just stayed. Let's see here. Yeah, this is not a good lettering brush. At all.
Easy.
Like, I don't like it because it kind of, it doesn't go to a point unless you really drag it. I'm not a fan of going slow like that with the, yeah, that's not fun. I'm gonna get some alcohol, see if it'll wash off with that. Let's see, I just got some regular alcohol. And it works. It's not a spray paint, so it doesn't smell like spray paint. I'm pretty sure it's acrylic. Right? It doesn't say on here. Liquid Chrome 20 years edition.
It actually maybe acts more like that.
Like, it's clean with just alcohol.
Here, maybe. Go here. Go here.
So I'm glad I didn't want to use that brush on there. I'm gonna try these brushes that I got the other day. Look at that. That's gonna be fun right there, y'all.
That's it. Yeah, baby.
I think you're supposed to wash your brushes, right? Before you use them. I got this awesome green soap. It smells good. I'm just gonna wash it. Oh, and I got Helen's message today. I guess she sent it while we were in Miami. I did not see it. Helen, yes, if you're watching, if you're going to be watching this, you clean off your brush every time you use a different color. My colors aren't, unless I'm doing something like this or a solid color or something, obviously you really rinse it off. When I do portraits, it's not that big of a deal because I'm using such light colors and I'm just layering it. But I still do wash it off every now and again if I'm going to use a different color or a lighter color. Darker, it doesn't matter because you just continue to darken your ink and you don't have to wash it out. So I hope that answers your question. This is going to be fun because this is a super tiny brush. Let's see here. Well, the end of it gets kind of frayed. It doesn't go to a point. And then again, this is a very, very cheap brush, so see if we can make a straight line with this. It is not even. But that's how you make a straight line if you want to circle around it. This brush is not ideal For big turns it is, for small turns it is not. But it's still... Hello, Jen Germs, how are you? It's alright, I'm not hating it. Let's see what it'll do. Ooh, that's alright. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. It kind of breaks up if you push it down a little bit too much. Doesn't really go into a point either, but it still looks decent. It's fun. It's a good practice brush. We'll say that. What y'all up to today on this Tuesday? Ooh, it's Taco Tuesday. It's $5 day at Alamo Draft House to go see a movie. Where is it? Did they charge us regular price last time or just a little bit?
I can't remember. It may have not been on Tuesday that we went.
We always go on a Tuesday though. Anybody in here do any calligraphy or pinstriping? I watched this guy in this video last night do some, and just to get the way you're supposed to do it is way too much work. So I just make up my own. Like the correct way you're supposed to do, like filigree. It's pretty detailed. Jen Germ's making baby Yodas. Yogas? Yoda. I figured. Yeah, this would be too thin for, I think I'll just use this for like line work at the end. Let's just use, we're just going to use a, I think we're going to use a flat brush, like something like this. I don't mind using these. This looks like a fun one too. This one seems a little thinner. I think on this one I'm gonna, and that is, it's a pretty thick brush. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I start picking different brushes? Margot, why does my steady hand make you nervous? Shouldn't make you nervous. Put a little more in here. I think I'm just gonna stick with I think I'm just gonna stick with the rounds. Maybe I have one in here that I like to use. It's a little smaller, but ooh, I wonder if you can erase this. You guys, look. I just erased it. I guess, like, let's say if you don't like it too much, well, I wouldn't do that unless you plan on painting something very large over that. But it took it off. I didn't see what you did. Right? Ocean? Like, you can actually see the camera. Look at that. You can see the camera in it. It didn't really erase it, it did, but you can still see residue, but still, you could use that to your advantage, possibly. Alright, so let's just start this skull. I'm just going to do some fun things. Whoops. I'm just going to do some, I'm not going to try to get too, I'm going to move this so you guys can see this a little bit better. Which way is better? Do you guys like it this way? Or this way? Let's see here. If you like it upways to where you guys can see it right. Oh, that's why it's that way, because I have it upside down. And if I turn it towards me, it's upside down to you. I don't know if you can blend with it. That I was just using alcohol. Oh, these. I'm at the ocean now painting. What? That sounds awesome. Sticky art. Yes, don't forget thumbs up. All right, so I'm just gonna start this. Wash this off. I'm gonna use this brush just because it's a little bit smaller, but it still goes to a point, and that's kind of what I'm looking for on here. So I think I'm gonna start here and just kind of work my way around. Alright, so I apologize if I don't talk too much or answer a question. Hopefully somebody in the group can answer it if so. Trina, it's the Molotow Chrome. It's just the liquid chrome. That we've been using, that we use for the countertop stuff in Miami. Alright, so I think I'm going to go more of in and out and more curly Q than straight line like I've been doing. To kind of fill it a little bit more. Give me one piece of paper so I can put on here so I don't spill. That's just so dark, y'all. I'm gonna move this. I don't like that at all. I apologize. I want you guys to be able to see it, and if anybody else is watching, to really be able to see what I'm doing. This will be a little bit different. This will be more, a lot more movement in this one, I think. Let's see here. This stuff looks so good on this flat black. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make all the curly cues and the lines and not try to fill it in, and then I'll go in with the smaller brush and fill those in. I think that would be a little better, and then more I think the more I try to do the bigger stuff is more time consuming. See, like every time I try to fill in the ends of them. So I'm just gonna wait and do those later. That's fun. Doing these big leaf looking things is fun because you've really got to pick your brush up to make these pointy edges, and then at the same time you have to be super still to get to the point so you're not touching anything around it. What's up, Clara? I gotta think of a color I'm gonna use to go around all this stuff. Alright, Clara, that's awesome. Come hang out, warm the studio up, be alright. I don't know why I just did those straight lines like that. That was so not what I wanted to do with that. Thanks, Beyond.
No, Beansy. That's not for you. It's not for Beanses.
That was so uneven. I don't know why I tried to do that. I never like to do like even stuff. Like I'm not a fan of trying to do that. I don't know why I did that. I even said I didn't want to do a bunch of lines.
You're doing a bunch of lines?
Well, a bunch of straight lines. But the good thing about doing stuff like this is you can just kind of, if you kind of not are into it, once you start it, just keep filling it in and you'll eventually like it. I mean, you've already put so much time into it, might as well just keep doing it. And the more detail you put in, definitely the more you're going to like it. So, and that's just from experience on how bad of how I do that when I start a piece and I'm not into it, and I'll just start over, I'll paint over it or something. Just try to finish it in the style that you're doing, especially something like this. Especially the smaller stuff when you start getting into the detail and some color. try to use a smaller brush. I have another one over here that's a little bit smaller. I don't mind this one. Now I'm just going to put a bunch of little crazy designs in here. Let's see here. What we'll do is we'll just kind of fill in this spot with a bunch of little fun thin ones. Thanks, Rose.
You say it's gross?
I said thanks, Rose.
Oh.
I just like to fill in little spots where, like around the top of the skull, or like I'll get in there with the eyes, around the eyes, so that the eyes are filled in, and it just starts to take more shape when you're filling in the little bitty parts. And then the detail is just adding to it. No, this is just flat black house paint. If it was chalkboard paint, I think you'd be able to see a lot of my handprints. I'm not a fan of painting on chalkboard paint. Rose, thank you very much. That was kind of you. You always appreciate the little things.
The little things are big to us.
Yes.
Any donation is definitely a big, big thank you.
See, it's so much fun just filling in like little tiny stuff like this. Especially with a little tiny brush like this. This is the stuff that you do that you don't even realize, you know, you've been doing this for 2 or 3 hours because you've just gotten so into it. See, look at that. Look how fun that is. Like, and you can just put detail in detail. Oh, we got a couple people that put thumbs down. They just come in and give us a thumbs down, and I don't mind. It gives us a view. It doesn't hurt us. And if they're having a bad day and they don't like what I'm doing, then let them do that. I don't mind at all.
If it makes someone feel better.
If it makes you feel better, give me a thumbs down. Be on your way.
Here's my hate. There's a new comment that said that I should just let you do all the videos because you're more professional.
What? What?
Okay.
Okay. We'll see.
For your feedback.
We'll see about that. Thank you, Artsy. What's up, Teresa? How are you today? I don't know how I'm gonna do the teeth, so you guys are gonna have to possibly help me on that one.
From here, that filigree around the mouth looks like
If I hadn't watched this, I wouldn't have believed. Well, thanks, Rose. It's just a lot of fun.
Looking really good, B.
You can't even see it.
Yes, I can. I'm watching it on the monitor. Why do I keep getting hiccups?
I don't know. You see how useful this Lazy Susan comes in handy? Like, you just turn it and you get to a spot that you don't realize there you need a little bit of detail there, and it just works out perfect.
What are you doing, silly bean? What, bean? There's nothing in there. What? What are you talking about?
My first F up. A little bit too much paint. A little bit too much paint. What's something that y'all would like to see me paint? Like,
A mermaid.
maybe something different, something in a different style, something that you've seen somebody else paint. Sometimes I feel like I get kind of tired of doing this style, but I enjoy doing it. Like it's a lot of fun to me. Like I said, I really do get lost in time doing this, so whoops. Sorry about that. Did we go offline? Well, that I literally don't have a plan for that, Ocean. It just kind of, as I'm doing it, it just kind of comes to me on where I need to put the line, or how thick or thin the line is. What I'm realizing now is that there's so much going on that I should have left the lines where the eyebrows are and the cheekbones. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, it's just I just kind of, if you want, if you want, the fat part, like you go fat to skinny, you just push down, and as you're coming to the point, lift up and try to go a little faster, because slow, it just doesn't work for some reason. It doesn't want to make a really thin line, quick line. So I always suggest to practice fast, or else you're not going to get that quick line that a lot of people do get.
What are you doing? Yeah? What? What means? He's just yelling at me. What? Is it?
Yeah, now I'm putting too many lines down here now. I feel like Pamela, thanks for joining. Thanks for jumping in.
she's napping with me. Is that yours?
Yeah, so let's just, like, if you want to, it kind of starts out with almost like lettering. Like if you just want a thin line, you just keep your brush at a a certain distance. If you want to go thin to thick, you just push down and then pick up when you want thinner. It's just pushing and pulling. This brush isn't very good. It kind of spreads out, so you have to load it with a lot of paint, because if not, you're going to get streaks. But then again, if you load it with a lot of paint, then you get, when you set it down, then there's quite a bit of paint that builds up on the very first brush stroke. So it's kind of a iffy on that. As you can see, see all that paint right there. That's quite a bit of paint that's loaded up on there.
No, you silly boy. Oh, you silly boy.
I don't know why I just did that. I learned to do lettering a long time ago. I still don't. I mean, I don't say that I would master it, but I love doing it. That's kind of like my first love is lettering, because that's all I used to do, like in junior high and high school, on people's jeans and notebooks and stuff, jean jackets.
What's it mean?
I know y'all used to do that. I think I'm just going to fill the teeth in silver. Leave a small gap. Use this little pointy brush here. Thank you, Pamela. I like it too. It is. I'll do a. It's really difficult to see how shiny it is because it just looks white, but it's really shining. I'll do a true color video here in a little bit.
So, chromy.
It's very chromy.
Is that what you're doing with the teeth?
I'm just gonna color, man.
With white?
No.
Oh.
White?
I don't know, teeth are white.
No. And so is the skeleton.
Semantics. Beans, you got your toy? You got your toy? Is that your doggy? Your doggy?
I'm gonna leave like a little gap so you can kind of see the outline. What if you did that on a pre-resin board? I think it would look awesome. I did that. Remember how that big snake,
That was an awesome.
the dragon? I did that. I'm afraid there's a little bit of a buildup on some of these pieces. No, it's just shiny. I did that on a big dragon piece. I did the resin, and I really didn't like it, but you guys were like, just let it dry and then come back tomorrow and look at it. And that's when I decided to put the dragon on there with the gold paint pen, and it really stood out, like really shined. So I'm sure that this would even be better.
What are you gonna fill, boy?
And I'm leaving just a slight gap in between them so you can kind of obviously see the separated teeth. And a lot of these teeth are really jacked up on this skull, but I don't mind it. It just makes for a little bit more original, a little bit more authentic old skull. Erica got a commission piece from a dentist, and this lady wanted some, like, I understand that teeth aren't perfect, but when she would look at like the demo, she was letting us know, like, make this tooth like this and this tooth like this, and
She
at
wanted
first
that
it was
that
like,
veneer.
it was really weird, like, why would it be so, but it looked so awesome, like it looked natural, like it looked great. What, fireball? Jeff's trying to take my money.
Sound the alarm.
Aaron was supposed to come by today and talk about some paintings, but I guess he's running behind. He leaves today, though, I thought. Like, I don't hate this. Like, I don't... At first I thought I was really not going to like this. Especially these little bitty parts down here. I'm not really a fan of these super tiny pieces down here. But I don't hate them. If I just continue to fill them in, like I said, just continue. Just keep filling the stuff in, and you'll definitely start to like it more. It looks so weird on this camera. Like, it looks very oblong. We'll see you, baby doll. Thanks for hanging out. Do it, do it, do it. I don't know if I'm going to put any color on this. I think I've filled in like all the spots. It's fun. This is definitely fun, y'all. I highly suggest just getting a paintbrush and just painting. Just don't get too real with it. You know, if you want it to look like something, make it look like something. If not, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Do you think that helps with artist block at all?
It would definitely help with artist block because you're kind of stepping out of what you normally do, and you're just kind of painting. You're just, like I always say, you're taking it back to when you just really first started to realize, like, this is all I want to do. Like, I don't want to do any schoolwork. Like, I just want to draw. I just want to sketch, or I just want to, you know, doodle. You know, and it brings back certain memories. It brings back certain ideas and creativityness. Yep, no color, no color. Amazing.
Do you say color or no color?
I said no color.
Are you gonna do anything around the outside?
I like to do flat black because this is a very, very matte. And so if I do any black, I know it'll like stand out. Yeah, it's so shiny, you guys. Like, I can't. It's very difficult.
Everyone that's actually bought that Chrome and like sent us a message was like, I cannot believe
Yeah, it's very
your
chromy.
finish on it.
Very chromy.
So Chromey. Why does it sound suspect?
I know, he's like running back from somewhere like, they'll never catch me alive.
Covered?
Alright, let's try something. If you had any color around the outside. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm just doing some doodling now. More doodling.
The doodle.
That's funny. Yeah, Vamp. She's a silly one. Alright, let's see what we could do here. How was I doing that other scroll stuff? Like,
Do you have the red phone again?
nope.
I keep hearing.
Let's do some bigger stuff here. See you later, Ocean. Thanks. Bye, Vicky.
Silly queen. Silly queen. We also need to see what the fan thinks about these things. Ooh. Oop.
You're so good at those like leafy things. I don't know how to add and remove pressure like that.
It's just repetition, you know. It's just like, and then you just kind of get to the point where you know when to push down, when to release, and then you pray that it does what your brain sees. I need a new. I need new. What do you call it?
How much?
What? I don't even know. How long have I been live? I forget. Sorry, y'all. It's like almost 2 hours now.
Guys, before he starts going again, I need your feedback on these no-hole geodes. Proceed, or are the holy ones better? Also, we're going to do keychains. We didn't put the hole in these, but we're going to have little keychain geodes as well. What are your thoughts? Commercial over.
Commercial down.
JJ said doesn't even seem like 30 minutes. Thank you, Evelyn. Gingerm says no hole is good too. The bill of your hat's in the way. Can you do that?
It's like the camera's freaking out.
It doesn't know how to handle what you're doing.
No, it's brightness.
Always try new ideas. Agreed. That looks so fun how that is coming off in there. In here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wonder if you could hydro dip into that.
I don't know
Need a
how it
price,
reacts.
Mr. Jeff. I keep sending Vamp pictures and she's going bonkers.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I don't even know.
Was that a 15?
No, this is like an
18.
18.
He always air draws first to get an idea of what motion he's doing, which is smart. This paint is not really erasable.
That's true, but then when you do that, then your paint will kind of dry up, and you don't want that to happen, especially on this little brush.
102 minutes.
I just heard it. I mean, I'm not even done with it yet, so let me see what I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going, or if she makes me an offer I can't refuse, I will stop. And
This is a very vamp looking piece.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
What is up? 7:55. She's driving, that's why she's not on. JJ's watching on the big screen. Evelyn says now you're just being a show off with this.
Well, I try. I like to show you guys different things.
This looks like something that would be in a tattoo shop. I'm on a cycling bike for the next 20 minutes. Let's go! You got this. She had to make a coffee run. Believe that. Lady Lone Wolf said that's just as beautiful as the counters you guys did. So awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, it would look good on a motorcycle.
Yeah. I think that's good. I don't want to do anything else to it.
You're gonna throw some gold highlights on it. I think he's just staying with chrome and black on this one.
Doink.
That's how you know he's done with it. He won't sign it till he's happy and done with it. It's true, I learned that. I learned. 55.
Oh, are you just hanging out with Daddy? Just hanging out with Daddy and nowhere.
Let's see. I'll take a true color video. Hopefully it'll be a little bit brighter or more silverier. Oh, that's Gabe. GQ Creative.
Watch out.
Gabe, you shouldn't you be pushing dents, fool?
Yeah, fool.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with some this silver.
Pamela loves it.
I'm gonna see if I can do a true color video and if it'll come out silver or not. it just looks white.
You have to film directly over it so that the shine from the light catches it.
That's crazy. Let's see if I can turn it. Maybe it'll change on me. I don't know. Let's see. Let's watch this and we'll see what we got. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it a little more. You know what I'd love to do? I would love to do one of these and do a bunch of, don't cross over them, but do a bunch of these just little whip things that go from big to small and just in random, I guess a little bit more concentrated, and then do airbrush over those from the points to the big part so it looks like it's kind of going down, and then put more stuff over the top of those so it looks like those are underneath. You know, I think that would look awesome. Let me post this on ATD's Poor People right now. Today's painting. I can just take a picture of it as well. Let me get this out of the shadow, y'all. It looks white. It's crazy. All right, there you go. Post it on my page. All right, so there's that. Let me get some more alcohol. I need to brush it off. Put it in a new cup. I'd probably let this go for $2.50. Something like that. What took me 2 hours. I think it's fun. I think that's a good fair price. I'd probably sell this for probably like $3.25. Somebody offered me. But if Famp wants it, I'll sell it for the ATD FAM price. You have to put this on her shirt. Yeah, that would be fun. What I would have to do, I couldn't do it in this. I would just have to do it in white. You know, do a black background and do white. And then just photograph it. And I'm gonna learn how to screen print this week over at Makers, just one color. I think I'm gonna buy a screen over at Makers and just kind of play around with it and see what I can do. So I can. I've always wanted to make my own shirts. I've actually made my own shirts back in the day. I did, like, sorry. I always forget we have to turn that off because of the echo. But no, I was saying that I used to make my own shirts. I think I want to outline this stuff with a flat black or with like a shiny black. I think that would look good, especially with around this black right here and around these little things. I think a shiny black would look awesome. And I have a Molotow pen that's shiny. I think it would look amazing. I want to let this dry completely because there are some spots on here that seem like they still might be wet chrome. So Gabe has one of my shirts. That's how me and Gabe met. We were at this club and I walked up to him and I was like, hey man, that's my shirt. And he's like, hey bro, it's my shirt. I think he had guy liner on and had this like spiky little rock star thing. I think we used to call him Fallout Boy. And spiky hair. He's like, that's my shirt, bro. I said, no, that's my shirt you have on. I designed that shirt. He's like, what? I got it at Style Lab. I said, I know. I sell them there. He's like, you want a shot? I said, hell yeah, I want a shot. And we became friends. It's pretty funny. Vamp will call you. All right, Vampola. See, my ear itches. I really love how it fades, like it goes from dark, or like this fade stuff. Like this is what I really want to do, and I guess you would have to do this on a larger scale, like to get like a 40, and just use a big brush and make these go from solid to fade, and just do that through the whole thing. Don't put any of these little bitty marks, don't fill it in yet, and then just airbrush that and then go over it with other stuff and airbrush that and then go over that. And I think it would look like crazy depth, like it would be stuff that's just over and inside and out. Like I think it would look amazing. Thank you, Denise. If you didn't see it, this is what I did today. Oh, you can kind of see the chrome there. That's fun. I'd like to do a big one like this. Like I'd like to do a like a 24 or 40. 40 would be amazing. That would be lots of fun. But yeah, this is fun. I definitely want to do one where I get the airbrush out and really fade it. Maybe I'll prep a, I don't even know what we have over there. Bert bought us some rounds. But yeah, all right. I think that's the end of this video. Man, the color on this looks great. Maybe I got a little sun when I was in Miami. I'm not sure. Read all this stuff up here, y'all. This is all the important stuff. ArtistTillDeath.com. We don't sell the Chrome, but it's on our Amazon link. And if you do click on that Amazon link and you buy something from Amazon, we get just a little portion, which helps out a lot. And if you click on that link and then you say, oh, I need a new laptop or a lawnmower or some toilet paper or cups, as long as you've clicked from that link from our Amazon account, then you can go buy stuff and we still get a little part of it, just a little piece, but it's awesome. There's PayPal for donations if you feel like donating to the artist cause. We thank you for that when you do. Let's think, what else? Oh, Artist Till Death Studios on Instagram. We have a Snapchat. I believe mine is, what is my Snapchat? How come my Snapchat's not on there? Our Snapchat is a little ATD after dark, so we're a little bit crazier on Snapchat. I think it's Thornton EST 1970 if you have Snapchat. We do have a Facebook group. It's called ATD's Poor People. Just go to it, answer the question, you will enter. And there is a plethora of information and awesome, cool people. And predominantly it's resin, but feel free to post your paintings or sculptures or whatever. But like I said, it's predominantly resin. It's called ATD's Poor People. But we don't mind. We love art. And we love when you share art with us. So we do have a Teespring. You can get some fun custom stuff. We don't mess with it. We just give them the ideas. They print it and ship it to you. And that's awesome because we get a little piece of that. And we got snail mail. If you want to send us some gifts like Ocean. Thanks, Ocean. And or send us something to test out, or if you've made something and you want us to check it out and possibly redo it, or just try some stuff out, let us know. You can send us whatever. Huh? If you want to send Bowie a present, it was his birthday. We were in Miami. We didn't get to celebrate it with him.
We missed it.
Horrible parents. Be kind to one another. You never know what somebody's going through. Please, please, please go check out the Artisan Summit. If there's one thing that I could give you guys advice on doing, is going to the Artisan Summit in Vegas in April. Go to stonecoatcountertops.com, register there. They have super cheap rooms. When you buy a ticket, you buy a room, and it's a super awesome price, and it is definitely worth it to go. They teach you about the ins and out of resin, what to do, what not to do, what's that called? Social media, how he made $1 million. That'd be Mike Quist from Stone Coat Countertops. Pretty much everything. This summit is amazing. We will be speaking there again this year. Thank you for asking us to do that, Mike. This is what we got last year. What? Drop the mic. You got this. So go check that out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for showing up on this Tuesday. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow. probably around 8 p.m. Dallas, Texas time. So you guys have an awesome day. Thanks. Bye.